Where did Kisara?
You don't think she took off after Kelzalik?
No. Miguel entrusted her with his dream. Right now.
You all arrived here from Cyslodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. I hope this place survives. You think the Dahnans and Renans have a chance of getting... We didn't really do much to change things.
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going. I really do.
Yeah.
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Lagiel?
You got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Dahnan lives, but I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death was...
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free. Or gained without sacrifice.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Eldaman and Sia from outside...
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan Lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part. That you fight alongside me. Not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that.
What's this thing?
fish! You saw it too, right?
I didn't realize there was a pond.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough.
But how did you catch them?
That might...
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be... All right, once more from the top. Ha! There we go. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
You sure know what you're doing.
All right. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Nice! You caught it!
Could it be? Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
Ha! All right. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
Reel it in. She's got a good size to her, all told.
That fish put up a fight. Good catch.
Could it be? That was disappointing. There we go. I'll get you next time. And that's all there is to it.
Wow. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
that's how fishing goes. Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're...
But that doesn't...
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fish.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a...
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing...
Is it just me? Or have those two barely spoken a single...
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel,
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey.
if it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since...
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's...
Having guards doesn't necessarily...
Even so,
I don't know.
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her.
You know, she's probably right. And perhaps I'll give it some thought, after all.
of course.
You might want to stop asking him.
Sorry. Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's...
All done. Come and eat.
You okay, Shionne?
What's wrong? Do you not like the cheese fondue?
Yeah, I'm used to seeing you more excited about...
You're not feeling sick, are you?
No, I'm fine.
What?
I guess I just don't understand what the appeal is. We could just as easily put everything on a plate and pour the cheese on top of it instead.
I suppose it lies in being able to decide exactly how much cheese you want. There's also something to be said for enjoying how it all turns out. It's fun.
I think I understand. You don't like having to put in so much effort into eating something, do you?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Actually, now that I think about it, you're a way less fussy eater than you look.
In my book, there's no one right way to eat a meal. Tuck in, take your time, be dainty or devouring. As long as you enjoy the food, that's what counts.
There's no need to stand on ceremony while we're out camping in the wilderness.
Yeah, you're right. In that case, don't mind if I do.
I've never seen someone dump that much cheese on a meal before. Mind if I join you, Law?
Hey, Alphen.
What's brought...
It's just, even without the blazing sword, you'd still be able to hold your own, right?
I'd hardly call it a regimen. Unless exchanging blows with Zeugles counts.
I mean, sure, I get that real-life practice beats training any day. But you must have the odd trick or two up your sleeve.
I just told you. I really don't.
Wait, I've got it. It's your armor, right? You channel the extra weight...
It's actually not as heavy as it looks.
So not the armor, huh?
Just calm down a little, would you?
Well, because I want to make myself stronger.
You're strong enough as it is.
It's not enough. I need to keep working to get...
Law?
I'm used...
Law!
Spiral...
None of us are invincible.
That's all we can ask of each...
To start what?
My new training regimen of... Just what... Night. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. All right. There's nowhere to run from my art.
When he slows down, that's our chance. Take this.
Leave the agile ones. Can't get out of this.
Double Demon Fang. Swallow Blade. You're finished.
Prepare to be sealed, though, fleet of foot. Actually, how about sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Prepare to be sealed. Swallow Blade. Slash.
Now or never.
Double Demon Fang.
We can't get out of this.
It's over. Swallow Blade. Demon
Everlasting
Flame!
Scar.
It's over!
Take this!
Swallow Blade! Here I come! Double Demon Flame!
Elusive Deity! I'll bring you back from... I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss!
Sonic Thrust!
Resuscitation!
You're mine! Elusive Deity! Tornado Drop!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! A merry distraction!
There's still more to go!
Drive! Take this!
Hurricane Thrust!
In a bind!
Storm!
Elusive Deity! Tornado Drive! Resonate with the earth!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all.
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything...
Are you curious about this?
Oh, they look...
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought.
Not really.
Are you interested in this stuff too,
Charmed may be a bet. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find...
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it?
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hand.
I'll take your word.
But of course.
I sense a strange power from this. With your flames and my technique.
We're stronger together than we are apart.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! See that? That training's paying off!
The enemy feels off too.
You'll soon see about that.
It's over!
Negative! I shall ensure you survive. Leave the ensnaring to me. No further!
Try this! Infernal
Right!
Strike!
Get toasty!
Burn Strike! Now! Here I
Can
come!
you take it?
This one's all mine! Elucidate! In an instant! Impact Rock! My turn! No escape! Murderado!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.